Imagine this. You're sitting in a crowded room, surrounded by laughter, chatter, and the clinking of glasses. Everyone seems to be in sync, effortlessly riding the wave of the moment. But you feel like an observer, detached, as if you're watching a play unfold from behind a glass wall. Your mind is elsewhere, drifting through vivid images, piecing together patterns, sensing truths that no one else seems to notice. It's not that you don't want to connect. It's that the world feels too loud, too shallow, too fleeting to hold the depth you carry inside. This is the life of an intuitive introverted soul, wired to see beyond the surface, to dwell in the unseen, to navigate life through a lens of profound inner knowing. If you've ever felt like your inner world is richer than the external one, like you're carrying a secret map of reality that others can't see, then you might just be one of Carl Jung's intuitive introverts. And if that's you, this journey is for you. In this exploration, we'll dive deep into Carl Jung's shocking advice for intuitive introverts, those rare individuals, like INFJs and INTJs, whose dominant function is introverted intuition. We'll uncover what it means to live with this powerful cognitive gift, how it shapes your perception of the world, and, most importantly, how you can harness it to become who you were truly meant to be. Through storytelling, Jungian wisdom, and practical insights, we'll weave a tapestry that not only explains introverted intuition, but also empowers you to embrace it in your everyday life. So, let's begin, because the world needs your unique vision, and it's time you learned how to wield it. Meet Sarah, a 28-year-old graphic designer who's always felt like she's living on the edge of the world. Growing up, she was the quiet kid who preferred sketching intricate dreamscapes over playing tag. While her friends obsessed over trends and gossip, Sarah was lost in questions no one else seemed to ask. Why do people chase things that don't last? What's the deeper meaning behind our choices? She'd noticed patterns show her teacher's tone shifted when she was stressed, how her best friend's smile hid a quiet sadness. But when she tried to share these insights, she was met with blank stares or dismissive laughs. "You think too much," they'd say. "Just live in the moment." As an adult, Sarah's inner world only grew richer. At work, she'd predict project outcomes before anyone else saw the signs, earning her a reputation as eerily perceptive. But this gift came with a cost. She felt drained by small talk, overwhelmed by noisy environments, and alienated by a culture that prized action over reflection. Her colleagues thrived on quick decisions and surface-level connections, while Sarah craved depth, meaning, and time to process her inner visions. She began to wonder, is something wrong with me? Why can't I just fit in? Sarah's story isn't unique. It's the story of every intuitive introvert who's ever felt like a stranger in their own life. If you've ever sensed that you're wired differently, that your mind dances to a rhythm others can't hear, you're not alone. Carl Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist who revolutionized our understanding of the psyche, would say, "You're not broken, you're gifted." You're an intuitive introvert, and your way of seeing the world is a superpower, even if it feels like a burden. The tension Sarah feels, and perhaps you feel, too stems from living in a world that often misunderstands introverted intuition. Our society celebrates extroverted traits, boldness, quick thinking, and tangible results. It rewards those who act first and reflect later, who thrive in the spotlight and navigate social chaos with ease. But for intuitive introverts, this world can feel like a constant assault on your essence. You're not built for the noise. You're built for the quiet, for the spaces where insights bloom and patterns reveal themselves. This mismatch creates a deep anxiety, a sense of being out of place, of carrying a truth you can't quite articulate. You might feel guilty for needing solitude, for struggling with small talk, or for seeing things others don't. You might even doubt your own mind, wondering if your vivid inner world is just a fantasy. But here's where Carl Jung steps in with a radical truth. Your inner world isn't a flaw, it's a portal to the deepest layers of reality. To understand introverted intuition, we need to step into Jung's world. In his groundbreaking work, Psychological Types, Jung described 8 cognitive functions that shape how we perceive and interact with reality. Among them is introverted intuition, or NI, the dominant function for personality types like INFJs and INTJs. Unlike extroverted intuition, which seeks possibilities in the external world, introverted intuition turns inward, diving into the unconscious to uncover hidden truths, patterns, and meanings. Jung saw introverted intuition as a kind of inner visione way of perceiving that transcends the physical and taps into the symbolic. It's like having an internal compass that guides you through life, not by logic alone, but by a deep, almost mystical sense of knowing. Intuitive introverts don't just see the world as it is. They see what it means, what it could be, and how it connects to the larger tapestry of existence. For Jung, introverted intuition is closely tied to the collective unconscious shared reservoir of archetypes, symbols, and primal patterns that shape human experience across cultures and time. Intuitive introverts, with their knack for diving into this realm, often feel like they're channeling insights from a source beyond themselves. This is why Sarah could predict her project outcomes, why you might sense someone's true intentions before they speak, or why you're drawn to big-picture questions about life's purpose. Introverted intuition is a gift, but it's not without challenges. Jung noted that intuitive introverts often struggle to translate their inner visions into words or actions that others can understand. Your insights might feel so profound, so layered, that they defy explanation. This can lead to isolation as you grapple with a world that doesn't speak your language. Moreover, intuitive introverts are prone to what Jung called one-sidedness, becoming so absorbed in their inner world that they neglect the external one. You might get lost in daydreams, overthink decisions, or feel paralyzed by the weight of your own insights. Jung's advice? Balance. To thrive, intuitive introverts must learn to ground their intuition in the practical, to bridge the gap between their inner and outer worlds. Jung's theory of archetypes offers a powerful lens for understanding the intuitive introvert's journey. Archetypes are universal patterns of behavior and imagery that reside in the collective unconscious. For intuitive introverts, 2 archetypes stand out: the wise old man, woman, and the fool. The wise old man, woman. This archetype represents inner wisdom, the voice of intuition that guides you toward truth. When you have a sudden aha moment or sense a deeper meaning behind an event, this archetype is at work. Intuitive introverts are naturally attuned to this archetype, making them seekers of profound truths. The fool. The fool, as we explored earlier, is the archetype of spontaneity, innocence, and fearless exploration. For intuitive introverts, the fool is a reminder not to take their insights too seriously, to embrace playfulness, and to step into the unknown with courage. Jung believed that true wisdom comes from balancing the fool's openness with the wise one's depth. By embracing both archetypes, intuitive introverts can navigate life with both clarity and curiosity, using their intuition to uncover truths while staying open to new possibilities. Let's return to Sarah. After years of feeling like an outsider, she stumbled across Jung's work in a used bookstore. The pages of Psychological Types felt like a mirror, reflecting her inner world with startling clarity. She learned that her vivid imagination, her knack for seeing patterns, and her need for solitude weren't flaws, they were the hallmarks of introverted intuition. For the first time, she felt seen. Inspired, Sarah began to experiment with her gift. She started journaling her insights, noticing how her inner visions often predicted real-world outcomes. She practiced mindfulness to quiet the noise of the external world, allowing her intuition to speak more clearly. At work, she began sharing her ideas in small, intentional ways, framing her insights in language her colleagues could understand. To her surprise, they listened. Her eerie predictions became valued contributions, and her quiet presence became a source of strength. But Sarah's biggest breakthrough came when she embraced the fool archetype. She'd always been serious, afraid of looking silly or making mistakes. But Jung's words about the fool's courage inspired her to take risks. She signed up for an improv class, a terrifying leap for an introvert. There, she learned to laugh at herself, to play with ideas, and to trust her instincts in the moment. The class didn't just make her more confident, it made her more connected, as she bonded with others through shared vulnerability. Sarah's story is a testament to the power of introverted intuition when it's understood and nurtured. Her journey wasn't about becoming someone new, it was about becoming who she already was. Jung's teachings aren't just theoretical, they're a roadmap for living authentically. Here are some knacks to develop your introverted intuition and thrive as an intuitive introvert. 1. Create space for silence. Introverted intuition thrives in quiet, reflective spaces. Set aside time each day for solitude, whether it's journaling, meditating, or simply sitting with your thoughts. This allows your intuition to surface and guide you. 2. Journal your insights. Keep a dream journal or a notebook for your intuitive hunches. Over time, you'll notice patterns and gain confidence in your inner knowing. 3. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you tune into the present moment, sharpening your ability to distinguish intuition from anxiety or wishful thinking. 4. Engage with symbols. Explore mythology, art, or tarot to connect with the collective unconscious. These symbolic systems can amplify your intuition and spark new insights. 5. Balance intuition with action. Ground your insights in practical steps. If you have a hunch about a career move, research it. If you sense a friend is struggling, reach out. Action turns intuition into impact. 6. Embrace the fool. Take small risks to step out of your comfort zone. Try a new hobby, share an idea, or make a joke. Playfulness lightens the weight of your inner world and opens new doors. 7. Seek like-minded souls. Connect with others who value depth and introspection. INFJ and INTJ communities, book clubs, or spiritual groups can provide a sense of belonging. What does it mean to live as an intuitive introvert in a world that often feels misaligned with your nature? It means recognizing that your inner world is not a burden but a gift, a lens through which you can see truths others miss, a compass for navigating life's complexities, and a source of creativity and wisdom. By embracing Jung's advice, you can transform your anxiety into clarity, your isolation into connection, and your inner visions into real-world impact. Consider the story of Maya, an INFJ who used her introverted intuition to create change. As a high school teacher, Maya noticed a student, Liam, who was withdrawn and struggling. While others dismissed him as lazy, Maya's intuition told her there was more to his story. She spent time listening to him, noticing subtle cues in his behavior. Eventually, Liam opened up about his struggles with anxiety and a difficult home life. Maya connected him with a counselor and encouraged his love for writing, helping him find a creative outlet. Years later, Liam credited Maya with changing his life, saying her belief in him gave him hope. Maya's story shows how intuitive introverts can make a difference by trusting their inner knowing. Whether it's supporting a friend, solving a problem at work, or pursuing a creative passion, your intuition is a tool for healing, connection, and growth. On a broader scale, intuitive introverts have a unique role in today's world. In an era of information overload, shallow trends, and polarized debates, your ability to see beneath the surface is desperately needed. You can bridge divides by understanding others' deeper motivations, inspire change by articulating profound truths, and create art or ideas that resonate with the collective unconscious. Jung believed that individuation, the process of becoming your true self, was not just personal but collective. By embracing your intuitive nature, you contribute to a more conscious, compassionate world. As we close, let's return to the image of the fool, standing at the edge of a cliff, gazing at the sky with a rose in hand. He's not naive, he's courageous. He knows the journey ahead is uncertain, but he trusts his inner compass to guide him. As an intuitive introvert, you carry that same courage. Your inner world, with all its depth and mystery, is your greatest ally. Trust it, nurture it, share it. So, the next time you feel out of place in a noisy world, remember, you're not alone and you're not broken. You're an intuitive introvert, and your vision is a gift. Step into it with the wisdom of the wise one and the playfulness of the fool. The world is waiting for what only you can see.